Mr. Ryan's efforts have paid off once again, and we finally have an in with the Zill. These admirable insectoids aren't the most popular sapients in the galaxy, but they are a hardy and industrious species, and the best resource managers around. We'll be assisting their efforts mining a trashsteroid belt, partnering with their hive's leader to convert their reclamation facility to a state-of-the-art hospital, a bespoke service only Galacticare can provide.
Welcome to Zill Space Director. Our new friends use this facility to mine trashsteroids and make
Dreams come true. Earl Prince, Esquire, at your service.
Yes.
Ms. Orion and I have a gentle bugs agreement. We provide the refuse, and you provide the remedies.
That's right. We'll only be receiving a small amount of credits for treating patients here, but in return, Mr. Prince and the Zill workers will provide us with ample amounts of scrap
And use of my beloved Herald, who turns trash to cash. I hope you chaps enjoy a good tagline. Good news. I've decided to join your merry band of medics and come on full-time. Jolly good fun, what? I may not be a professional physician, but never fear. This old bug can certainly learn new tricks, and I don't come alone. Assisting me are my hymenopteran hangers-on I call chitters. Cheerful little chaps who boost my finesse with the physic. If you collect them, I'll get a eureka, and you'll get money. I hope you'll quickly come to see what a boon I can be to your merry band.
Well, Director, considering we've already hired a monk, a farmer, and a supervillain, I suppose we can overlook the lack of a medical degree. With Mr. Esquire now in your employ, we're about ready to go, I think. Now that Mr. Prince is set up with a staff ID, we're...
Magnificent! Let's get this medical manufactory open for business and give our patients the best show in the galaxy!
With ZIL patients beginning to pour in, Ms. Orion would like to brief you on our new carapist friends.
I get to introduce you to the ZIL. They're an incredible culture. They tend to keep to themselves, so I'm glad they trust us enough to make contact. You won't find more hardworking, adaptable sapients anywhere. They recycle and reuse everything they can, with no exceptions. Some cultures avoid them because they eat from bins, look like roaches, and don't always understand that a morgue isn't an appropriate source of protein. Their loss, I'd say. The ZIL are also deeply meritocratic and cooperative, and constantly participate in a pheromone-based system of collective decision-making. Makes you wonder what we humans could do if we all got out of our own way.
A most estimable sapient, Director. I'm sure you'll agree. And a real boon to our cleaning bills.
Ah, finally! The battery bots! You'll need to charge up these cheeky chappies. use them to power up the central generator and unlock each remaining sector. There must be some gizmo in this knick-knacketry that'll charge the things.
As a matter of fact, there is such a gizmo. Director, analysis of the battery bots shows we should be able to charge them in projectile medicine.
Sounds like just the thing. Let's have the first salvo forthwith.
The battery bot is fully energized and en route to the generator. I'll make sure Medi doesn't jostle it. Those things can store the energy of a modest but ample nuclear warhead. Director, the battery bot is being charged. Thanks to the sacrifice of that battery bot, it looks like the generator has enough power to unlock a new zone. Go ahead and pick one now. Excellent, Director. A fine and technically voluntary choice. It's worth noting that each successive zone will require more battery bots to power up.
What-ho, Director! An errant trash droid struck one of my teams during routine reclamation efforts, leaving my poor workers with terribly cracked exoskeletons. Perfect debut for our budding hospital, eh? See what you can do to mend their mandibles.
As you might expect, Ms. Orion has a new design for precisely this problem.
This is the Extra Ray, the microwave of medicine. Partially nicknamed because if any metal gets in there, the ensuing plasma is hot enough to start a fusion reaction. The Extra Ray can zap our patients with any kind of radiation on the spectrum. Most bands aren't useful, but if we need to image a patient's body, the Extra Ray can handle it, while only rarely melting their teeth. It can also sterilize things, like the internal biome of our lovely Zil friends. Then we can seal up their exoskeletons and they'll be good as new. Just make sure they haven't swallowed any ball bearings first. Oh, or grapes. Absolutely never grapes. I used it to heat up some that I had in the freezer, and the singularity it generated caused problems.
I say, that Extra Ray puts on rather a splendid light show. I can't quite seem to look away. I find myself rather drawn to it.
Director, we have patients inbound, and it looks like they may have spent so much time in the trash that it's fused to their bodies. At least I very much hope that's why they have trash fused to their bodies. Director, your credit account is emptier than your head.
Hello, Galactica. How we're looking? Picked that up just for you. Nothing catch your eye? See you later, Galacticare. I'm off for a spot of cheese.
Director, vomit tongues have been spotted in the station. Director, I'm afraid we have gone into debt.
Hello! It's me again. There should be a good range of gubbins here.
Ah, feeding time for Harold. Harold's job is to turn trash to cash. He'll make a meal of these scrap canisters and extract everything valuable in there. And Galacticare gets the spoils.
Right then. Back to the road for me.
Director, you've run out of credits.
Your mob does some mighty fine medicine, some well-earned spoils for you, and a bundle of batteries to help get our station singing. Feeding time for Harold. Harold's job is to turn trash to cash. He'll make a meal of these scrap canisters and extract everything valuable in there. And Galacticare gets the spoils.
Director, these holobots you just received can temporarily create hard-light, holographic medibots. They'll clean, repair, and be generally charming. Just like the real thing. Not for very long, though.
I say, I feel rather good about this collab twixt our respective clans.
Director, this is Maddie. Heel told me to tell you that Mr. Prince told him he wants to speak with you. Yeah, I think I got that right. Maddie again. Just thought I'd remind you that Mr. Prince wants you. I'm sure you just forgot.
What-ho, Director? A rich vein of scrap has just been tapped in Sector 96B, and the miners need assistance hauling back the goods. Permission to use your shuttle for a spot of resource recovery. That's the ticket, Director. Thick as thieves, Galacticare and Earl Prince Esquire.
Launch the shuttle when ready, Director.
I do adore a good shuttle launch. Almost makes one miss crawling in the old vacuum suit oneself.
The generator has accumulated enough power to unlock a third sector of the station, Director.
Hello there. I hope you're all well.
Some patients have arrived with weird spiky orange rashes. One of them said he got it after touching a weird spiky orange plant. Maybe that has something to do with it?
Yes. Gloop hives can cause rather a harsh reaction if the syrup is rubbed all over oneself. Damn hard to resist, though. They haven't any business smelling so bloody delicious. The Sovereign Scrappers return with a veritable bounty. Let's get it over to Harold on the double. I say, Director, the shuttles return full of trinkets from the salvage operation. Avail yourself of some of the bounty and a fine array of new scrap canisters and battery bots. nothing makes one quite so jolly as a heaving sack of scrap and the whirring clanks of efficient industry.
I simply could not agree more, sir. A horde of Laxites has made its way inside the station, Director.
Director? We're getting a call from Clem Banzig. I don't know why it's come through to me. I think he wants to talk to you. Would you like me to put Mr. Banzig through? He said no rush,
Salutations,
but another
and
angrier
welcome
voice in
to
the
my
background said,
hospital.
yes, rush.
Mishap or malady with minimum fatality.
Am I in the right place? This is Galacticare, right? I got something, on me that I need you to get, off of my face, if you can. He's really mean.
Charles here. We've received some more scrap to process and more battery bots ready for charging at your convenience.
Heel, why are you calling yourself Charles? Is this why you had me stick that photo on your console?
Mind your own
Heel,
business, Mary.
why are you calling yourself Charles? Is this why you had me stick that photo on your console?
A fourth sector is now unlockable. Rather handy, those battery bots. I wonder if one of them could contain me. I wouldn't mind a bit of a joyride about our hospital at some point.
Hello, Galactica. Having a gander. A fine invention. I'll chuck it in.
Hey, guys, could you go a little faster? I just had to stop myself running at a vending machine like a wild hog. It was like seeing my dad again. wow. I forgot what it was like not to want to rip every Ode's head off. Thank you. I think having that thing on my face was oddly useful. Kind of like, therapy.
How did that get on there anyway, Mr. Banzig?
Well, the thing is, gotta go.
Hey, Director, we have a bunch of patients coming in with parasites, and I saw one of them, and it looked straight into my eyes.
Thanks for the fix, guys. I think I posted some really bad stuff on the Exonet that I gotta go delete. Those little things are mean.
Betty, my boy, we've recovered some jetsam from Mr. Banzig's shuttle. It'll make fine hash for our Herald. If you wouldn't mind feeding the chap.
Sure thing, Mr. Prince. Hey, would you like to see what's inside one of me? Could be some useful scrap in there.
Pish tosh, my finely tuned mechanical mucker. There's not an ounce of scrap in you.
Quite right, Medi.